I'm Eric Mann, and I'm a social emotional learning consultant with SERESC Incorporated in Bedford, New Hampshire. Today's topic is an introduction to social emotional learning skills with particular focus on self-awareness and self-regulation. The why, kind of easy today. It's because social emotional learning skills make a difference, a big difference in school and in life. So imagine this. You're a teacher and you have a parent meeting this morning at 8:30, but your alarm clock doesn't go off. You wake up, your thoughts start to flood. Oh my goodness, my meeting's in 30 minutes. Why didn't that stupid alarm clock work? Of all days, why today? I'm not gonna make it. And those thoughts start to generate feelings and you start to panic. And every second starts to matter. You rush into action, you run to the bathroom, you splash your face, you brush your teeth, no shower today, no time for coffee, you're not gonna have breakfast, you throw on your clothes, your hair's a mess, and you think to yourself, okay, I'll drive a little faster than usual, and then just as you turn the corner, a car pulls out in front of you. And that car is going at 10 miles per hour below the speed limit. Another thought flood. Dang, maybe even worse, right? What a jerk. What's the matter with this guy? I'm going to be stressed out and all harried at the meeting I'm going to. And oh my goodness, the student that that's supposed to meet in the morning and check in with every morning isn't going to know where I am. She's going to freak out. Why does this always happen to me? And those thoughts start to turn to feelings and your emotions flood. And you get anxious and you get frustrated and you're angry. And those feelings start to overwhelm you and you act again. You swear loudly multiple times. You bang your steering wheel. You scream nasty names. You drive too close to the car in front of you. And who knows, maybe you think what a good idea it would be to take out your phone and start to text your office while you're driving. So we know these thoughts, we know these feelings, and we know these actions, in part because we know stress. And while stress can be is a great motivator for us, we can also be overwhelmed by it. So stress is anything that causes tension and uses up mental and physical energy. And young or old, we all have everyday stress, things that are just part of our lives, part of living. But we also carry with us variable stress, other stress that depend on the day, right? Work-related. Maybe the fact that we didn't get a good night's sleep, or maybe it's self-doubt that we're carrying with us into certain situations, or our health or money issues or relationship issues. But in addition to stress, we also have skills, right? We have skills that help us to notice our stress. We have skills that can potentially help us to regulate our thoughts and our feelings. And these skills are part of what comprise social emotional learning skills, or SEL skills for short. So our response to stress is influenced by SEL skills. So let's take a quick look at these two foundational SEL competencies: self-awareness and self-management or self-regulation. So self-awareness skills include things like knowing what stresses you, sort of those things for you that lead to impulsive responses. Knowing when your thoughts and your feelings are well regulated and in control. And also, of course, knowing when your thoughts and feelings and actions are dysregulated, not in control. Knowing your own level of stress, right? Being able to assess how stressed you are. Knowing things that matter to you, things that you value, you know, what your goals are, what's important to you, what you're trying to achieve. And knowing also what you do well, right? What things come sort of easily to you versus those things that you have to work harder for. Self-regulation skills include things like knowing strategies that actually help you to regulate your feelings and your thoughts and your actions. Right? Knowing how to use those strategies both proactively, sort of in anticipation or in advance of stressful situations, and knowing how to use those regulation strategies in the stressful moment so that you can manage those impulses. Also, really important skill to know whether or not those regulation strategies worked, whether they're effective for you. And one great thing about skills, really pretty much any skill, is you can get better at them, right? So like any skills, like reading or swimming or drawing, yeah, some people are naturally good, naturally really good at those skills. But also like any skills, with practice, people can get better. And that's true no matter how young or how old you are. So not only can children get better at SEL skills, teachers can, counselors can, bus drivers, principals, parents, and even grandparents can get better at them. And while none of us may ever get perfect at them, we can definitely get better. And these are skills that make a difference. They make a difference in how we learn, how well we learn, how we grow, a difference in so many aspects of life and in decision making. And they're important to teach at school, not just know about, but to teach at school. And that's in part because that's what school is all about. It's all about teaching and practicing skills so children can get better at them. So having better SEL skills in and of themselves won't make you a great reader or writer or mathematician or scientist or artist, but having good SEL skills will absolutely, positively, without question, help you to be as skilled as you can be at anything that matters to you. Now let's get back quickly to the example of the broken alarm clock and that slow driver in front of you. Remember the stressed out thoughts? The feelings that were generated by those thoughts and the actions that resulted from those dysregulated thinking and feeling. Now, how might things have turned out differently if your initial thoughts were self-regulating? If you had thoughts like, it's going to be okay, I'll get there, better to be safe, right? My colleagues, they're good, they'll cover for me if I'm a little bit late. Maybe I'll take a couple of calming breaths before I get in the car and drive. And if I feel the need on the ride over, I'll pull over and I'll text my office, let them know where I am. If you have those kind of regulating thoughts, your subsequent thoughts could possibly get more rational. You could have thoughts like, look, my colleagues would probably rather I was safe. And once you have those rational and regulated thoughts, problem solving could kick in, right? You can open your mind to problem solving. You can start thinking about maybe how and when I can support that check-in friend that I'm going to miss this morning. Or even right now, how can I ready myself so I don't appear to be stressed out or harried when I get to school and get to that meeting. Your subsequent feelings might also regulate because of those regulated thoughts. I might get settled and calm or concerned still, but under control, right? And my actions might be safer and aligned with my own values, like I'm taking calming breaths, I'm not driving aggressively, my body's in control, I'm not texting while I'm driving. So there are hundreds of things that SEL skills can help you do that can matter in school, in relationships, in life. Right? Things like managing impulsive actions or being able to notice or unstick your negative or stuck thinking. Making better connections with people, being a better friend, being able to continue to working when you feel like giving up or bouncing back when you've had a rough time, or having hopeful thoughts, calm thoughts rather than worried thoughts, or considering consequences before you do something that you might regret. Using stress as a motivator rather than a trigger for impulsivity, or getting work started and finished and making better decisions and dealing better with losing, or being a better reader or writer or better at shifting or getting ready or going with the flow and just being able to regulate those anxious, sad, or angry feelings. And one final thought. When young people are overwhelmed by big emotions, it's our job as adults to share our calm and not join their chaos. One important idea about being able to share our calm is actually to have our calm, to be able to be self-aware enough and have the skills to self-regulate so that we can share our calm. And at the same time, that we can model those really important social emotional learning skills of self-awareness and self-regulation. Well, I thank you for joining me today and for checking in with SERESC. So bye for now, and we'll see you soon.